Joining me this fine minus 44-degree weather day here in beautiful southern Manitoba, Coach Harry Mahesh of the female varsity Buffaloes. Good morning, Harry. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
You're doing well. You said you would like another day just in case because you had a bit of a long trip back home, correct?
Yeah, it's a little unexpected detour. Stayed in the DC a little longer than we wanted to, but we made it back.
You made it back, so home safe home. Uh, Tell us about the trip to Penticton. It's always fun getting there. Is it more exciting to get there as opposed to come back, or is it, what's the expectations? What's the emotion on the bus going to or from?
On the way there, we still have a lot of girls, a couple new girls that hadn't driven up that way. We did a stop at Lake Louise. We try to kind of make it eventful as much as we can, but on the way there, I think people are just anxious to get there. And then obviously, depending how you do, it depends on how well that trip back feels. But we did well, so smooth sailing on the way back. A little hiccup, but overall it was all right.
Little hiccup, we'll call it. Yeah, you played three good games in Penticton, three league games. I mean, it's nice to go to BC and play these games. I mean, you played Delta, Coeur d'Alene, and Okanagan, 2-1 on the weekend, so that was a good thing. Tell us the strengths of the weekend. What did you enjoy most about the play from the girls?
All three games we were in control, even though they lost to Delta. We outshot them. I think Kevin that game probably let in a couple that she'd want back. It happens. At the same time, we didn't really score. Everything in between, not being able to score and not maybe making that big save, we were all over them. It was some of our better hockey we played. So the loss, it is what it is. But the overall play of the girls was strong. Then the second game against Coeur d'Alene, I kind of left it up to the girls. I didn't go in before during the game. I said, we didn't need to hear me for the 50th time this year to beat that team. And no disrespect to that team, but it was a game where sometimes the girls going overconfident. So I wanted to kind of set a tone that if you're going to be overconfident, then you don't need me. And they went out there and they played very well, no bad habits. So I was actually very pleased to see. And then the game on Sunday against Oak it was one of our better games of the year from start to finish. Everybody kind of contributed. Madeline Petrie, our new player, scored a hat trick, so it was all good.
Let's talk about that for a second. It's awkward, not awkward, but it's rare that you see a player enter the team this late in the season and to provide offense right away. Comment on her play and how well she's fit in so far.
She's fitting very well. If he comes in, a lot of times it happens with anything. The girls that have been here, they're very familiar. I sometimes use the word comfortable, and everybody wants to be comfortable. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable, but you tend to stop, finding that little extra to give. She came in here not knowing what to expect, wanting to make a good impression. She's got good vision. She works hard, and very pleased. I've been in a situation where I've joined teams, whether it be trade or whatever, at this time of year, and the best thing to do is just kind of come in, or watch, listen, ask questions when you need to, and work hard. And she's done exactly that, and I've been happy to have her.
Perfect. Now, you mentioned earlier about not sounding like a broken record, going into the locker room almost 50 times this season. How do you keep things fresh when it comes to delivering a message game in and game out? I mean, the compete level, it's got to sound, it has to sound different. Where is your go-to mojo on keeping things fresh on the message you give to the team day in and day out?
Well, I tell the girls all the time, the hardest thing to do when you're a good athlete is be consistent. You can be good for, a day or two, a game or two, but to do it over and over, that's elite. It goes for the coaches here, to be consistent with your message, to not flip-flop a lot. It is a lot of the same repetitive stuff, but it honestly comes with the job. Just reminding them of the details, trying to find a different spin on it maybe, but you don't want to go from one message to the other and then back and forth and then throw a new one in. So you have to be consistent in your message. Does it get tiring? Yes, but any good coach will tell you if it works, you don't want to change it. If it's not working, then you got to keep harping on the things you want to change. So it's, even once they get it, you're not going to really stop reinforcing it. So it just comes with the job.
So you don't use like a different song or another movie or another coach, or you just kind of. I mean, I would honestly look at my morning speech to my team and be like, okay, what do I have to say to get them riled up and find something to get them going versus yourself saying, stick with the course, be consistent, maintain that efficiency because you know that's what's got to get done.
Well, a lot of times they like to guess your mood. You know, we're coming off a loss, the coach must be mad. You're coming off a win, he must be happy. So you kind of have to mix it up a little bit, keep them guessing. I always say, you know, you're true with what you say, but how you say it is up to how you want to deliver it. So my message, whether I want it in a happy tone, you know, mad tone, that's all I can control. I still want to say what I want to say. So sometimes you keep them guessing. They think you're going to come in, you know, happy-go-lucky, and you're kind of firm, and it kind of gives them a little wake-up call. Other times you're down, and they think they're going to get reamed out, and you're calm, and it kind of keeps them on their toes. So it's more of how you deliver the message than what you're saying.
Exactly. So it's the deliverance, it's the delivery, it's how it works that way. So Penticton this past weekend, you have one more home game you got to make up.
Yeah.
For the team that doesn't decide to travel to Penticton. Interesting. We will leave that out. But preparing for March, you know, what still needs work? I mean, besides maintain the health of the team, what needs work here in the next 3 or 4 weeks?
Consistency, confidence. I find our league there's a bit of a mental block. You go into certain games thinking we're going to win, and you go into certain games thinking, well, we're going to lose. And then there's two teams where we feel it's a coin flip. You know, it's both under the spectrum and everything in between. If we go into every game with a clean slate, regardless of who we play, first place team, last place team, that's a hard thing to do. It's been kind of our weakness all year is, you know, kind of overestimating certain teams. You know, the team we're going to play here, the rink on next Friday, is a team that it just, no matter how good or bad we play, it feels like we can't get it done. And I don't know how necessarily we want to break that habit, but we got 3 weeks to figure it out, and I'll be on them every day to try to do that. I don't want a fluky win. I don't want them to gain confidence, you know, by not playing well and somehow after 60 minutes we have more goals. My message is let's play good hockey, and then eventually we'll get the result we want.
So there you have it. So one last game with the rink, potentially some exhibition games happening here in the next part of the month. How healthy is the team now? I mean, we had a pretty serious injury a couple of weeks back. Can you comment on the health of the team and, you know, maintaining, getting stronger as we're getting here day by day?
Well, right now everybody's healthy. I think by the time the next game rolls around, we'll be 100%. Obviously, as people had heard over the last week or so, that, you know, we lost Andrea, broken leg. She's doing well. Got a smile on her face. She's back in Pilot-Mound going to school. You know, very sad. The girls are kind of, you know, we're shaken by that. Hopefully, it's something we can rally around. You know, it's her last year here. She's a second-year player. You know, I feel awful for her, but she's got a good attitude. You know, there's still opportunity for her to play next year, so she seems excited and eager to get back. But the rest of the team's healthy and hungry.
Healthy, and hungry. The H's go with Coach Harry. I'm going to leave you on this last note, Harry. You were in Penticton. You go back there for playoffs. What is it about Penticton that brings the best out of your team?
You know, it's just the environment. It's, you know, sometimes you go into rinks and it's a one and done. There's not a lot of buzz around the rink. But when you go to Penticton, you're in a hockey mode. You know, there's teams coming in and out. There's games going on in 3 different rinks. Coaches, scouts, you know, you kind of get wrapped up in that hockey in the air, so to speak. So, you know, I like it. I think the girls like it. It adds a little bit of a pressure and a little bit of nerves, but I think it's better to kind of face that. You know, these girls want to move on, and it's only going to get more and more. So, no, it's fun. I like going there, and we tend to do very well.
It's not all business there. I mean, you play 3 games, but there's a little bit of downtime. Are you able to, you know, allow for a little bit of easiness and relaxation and teamwork off the ice as well?
Yeah, you know, we'll tour the girls around. You know, there's a beach there in early March. You never know what the weather is going to be like that. You know, last year we had girls jump in the water. It was a little chilly, but there wasn't any snow. This year it was a little colder when we were there, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think it's really important that you don't just go sit in a hotel. You get out. We call it team building. Anytime the bus breaks down or something happens, it's team building. So and the girls did the best of it. I was very happy, with how they handle it. And we have a good group of girls, a good team, and we're just trying to kind of finish this off on a high note.
All right, so I forgot. I have one more question to ask you. A couple of weeks ago, I was in Pilot-Mound, and the boys were playing, and they weren't having a great first game. And the girls did some cooking in the kitchen with the dorm staff, and they made these energy balls. Have you tried one of these energy balls?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty addicted to those things. My New Year's resolution was, no chocolate. Those have the odd chocolate chip in them, so that's been my cheat meal. But no, they're good. I didn't see any on the bus this last weekend, so
maybe we got to bring some of them in, because I know that as soon as they show up, it's like poof, they're gone. So it's like magic.
Well, they're healthy, so I guess that's all that counts, right?
I use them all the time. I make them all the time with the kids, so it's lots of fun. Coach Harry, thanks for catching up. We'll try and touch base before you guys leave to Penticton. Good luck the rest of the month.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right on this ASTV and the Pilot-Mound Hockey Show. Catching up with Coach Harry and how the female varsity Buffalo team is doing. Looking forward to Penticton in the playoffs.